after I cook. So we've got a dream come true, a personal, passionate favorite product of mine for years here at HSN. I've made it my personal Today Special, and you're looking at it right now. Everyone recognizes this amazing little robot. It's called the Roomba. Recognize that name, worldwide leader. And I mean, we've sold so many of them here at HSN. I personally own two, no joke. I have one upstairs and I have one downstairs. My story goes way back to when I treated my grandparents to this after being hardworking farmers for their entire lives. One Christmas I decided, I think they've done enough vacuuming. I think it's time for them to take a load off, and I gave them a Roomba. Now, and they loved it. But back in that day, we didn't have something that you're seeing here, which is the AutoEmpty Dock. You never have to touch the dirt. This automatically just empties all the dirt into that back container, and it gives you like 2 hours of runtime. Not to mention there's a 3-stage cleaning system giving you 4 different levels of power suction. There's a multi-surface bristle brush. There's an edge sweeping brush, so it gets under the floorboards. It gets where all the the crumbs and the herbs end up. And boy, does it do a great job. And you can program this to do its cleaning for you whenever you want, so you, like me, can maybe sit back, have a glass of wine with a friend.
Like we are.
Like
we're just missing the wine.
Exactly.
It's coming later. I love what you said, though. It is truly, truly that you gave it to your grandparents, because you can't take away the chores on the farm, but now you can take away the chores of the floor, and it's a maddening chore that just you have to do time and time and time again. This is going to totally take that off your chore list for up to, they say up to 2 months, it's 60 days of clean.
Okay.
But for me, I've got, because it does 3 times a week, I've got over 3.5 months.
Ooh, that's nice
that
to know.
I don't even have to think.
So watch what this does, guys. It goes under beds, it goes under furniture, it goes under tables, it gets around chairs, it gets under the places that you never really get to vacuum, and it does it so beautifully. It actually does a better job of vacuuming than I do personally when I pull out the vacuum. But I do want to address something really quickly before we get much further. This is half price for today, and for my show only. Half price. Where have you ever heard of such a thing? And, oh, there's free shipping, and there's 5 Flex. You can get this delivered for $40 with an HSN card, a little more than $33, and it's yours, and out of the gate, it starts doing, nobody likes to vacuum, but this guy does.
Nobody likes to
like
vacuum.
A little Pac-Man.
And nobody really likes to clean that bin out either, right? I mean, that sounds really spoiled. When I got my iRobot, I was like, there's nothing better. Yeah, with their nearly 2,000 patents worldwide, they are always thinking of something better. I want you to listen to this. There's one across the way. It's probably about, would you say 10 feet from me right now. We're sitting here not doing anything, and I want you to hear this. It is taking all of the dust from inside that bin and bringing it into the bag, into the unit, so it's ready to clean. It is going to do that automatically. You're not going to have to go and press a button. Every single time it goes out and cleans for up to 2 hours, it's going to bring itself back and clean itself.
So it just emptied its canister into that big back canister right here, for those of you just tuning in, and then it's going to take off. See that? You don't have to ever get your hands dirty.
Exactly. Now she's going to go out. We named this one Lucy. Love Lucy.
Oh, that's
Lucy's going to go out.
Name.
It is? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that. Now let's talk about the magic you're seeing here, because you know, iRobot is not a vacuum company making a robot. It is a robotics company making a vacuum, and it makes all the difference. Starting with our 3-stage cleaning system. That 3-stage cleaning system, we have the edge sweeping brush. That edge sweeping brush is gonna bring in all of the debris from the nooks and the crannies. It's gonna bring it in to the path of our multi-surface bristle. That bristle is really brilliant. The reason you're seeing that we have this soft rubber, it's like a silicone, non-marring, and the soft bristles, we integrated them together because we wanted it to work on every floor type. We're talking hardwood, tile, high pile carpet, low pile carpet. It's gonna bring it all in using up to 60% higher suction power.
Really?
60% higher suction
this
power.
This one is really advanced, Rebecca.
We've
offered lots of models over the years, and trust me when I say I have 2, they are not this model. I wish I had this model, especially because of that AutoEmpty Dock. As you're about to see, it's going back to its home.
Oh, it's doing its clean row?
Oh, it's still cleaning.
So here's what's gonna happen.
Yes,
it never maps your house, it maps its clean. So what it's doing is it can sense where it's been, where it hasn't been, it's gonna go out and clean for up to 2 hours, and then it's gonna bring itself home. For me, I have one big downstairs, so it brings itself home, it recharges, and it resumes at the very inch I left off. I did not believe it, and I watched it. I'm a doubter, Callie. I don't know if you know that.
I think a lot of people, are you really? Well, I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
So it's good that you were skeptical, as I'm sure I was back in the day. I remember launching this brand, or this whole product line here at HSN over 20 years ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, the age of the Jetsons has finally arrived. This is what I've been waiting for. And we've been going strong selling them at HSN for all those years. But I have to say, not this model at this price. This is the top of the line model at like an entry-level basic iRobot Roomba price. Jump in, you've got 30 days to try this. I'm not kidding, I am so excited about this. I begged for months to have this in my show and to request that nobody else could get it because I wanted you to understand how much I really love this product.
I love when I get to present this with you because your passion just shines through, and that's how I feel. Some of my friends are like, no, slow your roll. I can't be that great. They get it home and they're like, oh, I mean, when I say life-changing, I really, truly mean it.
I agree.
It gave me, I would have to do my floors at least twice a week, upstairs, downstairs, tons of wood floors. It was hours a week that I'm getting back.
That's what it is, hours of your time back. And you don't have to bend over, you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to empty the canister anymore because of this. In fact, I remember when this canister idea, this auto dock concept came into the equation with the Roombas, this was a separate purchase. This was like, if you want this, it's an upgrade for, I don't remember what it was. It was over $100,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
150,
I think it was
something.
two, I think.
It was a lot. But right now, it's included. Part of the reason this is a $400 system on a normal day, not for my show. This is a one-day only pricing, my show only, half price, free shipping.
Your life will change. What are you gonna do with those hours? What are you gonna do?
Oh, I have a list.
The other thing is, you hear robot, and please don't be afraid with iRobot. We're always designing technology that fits you. So if you want to just get this home, this is how it's going to come to you. You plug it in, and if you don't want to use the free app, you don't have to. You can simply, you see it says clean right there, you just press that button. Guess what? Still going to go out. It's still going to go and vacuum for up to 2 hours using one of the 4 modes of suction that best fit you. Using 60 times the suction power, it will still return itself home, and it will still clean itself. However, if you want to do what I do, and I am not a technological, I don't even know.
Genius?
No, I don't even know how to say it. That's how bad I am. So if you're not, the really great thing about this is use the app. It's very intuitive. I did it by myself. I always have my 19-year-old do everything. I did it myself.
Yay, oh, that's a feeling, that's a good feeling.
We have one way over there that's on the carpet. And you can just, from anywhere in the whole wide world, you can just, we paused it here before, we're gonna return her home, and then we're gonna start it over there. But one of the things that I love about it is you can schedule your clean. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you are going to be able to clean it. So I do mine Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's gonna go and clean. I come home, it's like I had a cleaner come into my house.
And think about that, I mean, that's a nice idea, having a housekeeper, but hello, ching ching, expensive, and most of us just need our floors done. At the same, when you think about it, it's just where things are tracked in. I mean, if you've got pets, and I do, I've got a cat, I've got a dog staying with me a lot of the time, I've got my man Tracy who has long hair, and I'm telling you, it's such a nice feeling of having squeaky clean floors without having to put one bit of effort into it. And I love what you just said, Rebecca. See how it goes from one floor surface to the other, back to the other, and we'll talk about how you don't have to worry about if there's 2 different levels in the house, so multiple levels. It's got cliff sensing technology as well, so it doesn't go tumbling down into another floor, down the stairs. We're really excited to see the response on this one. It's my first pick of my show, and it is absolutely on fire. Right now, don't forget there's free shipping, and it is half price on a top of the line. This is the Essentials 2. So this is not last year's model, 2 years ago. This is of the minute, top of the line with the AutoEmpty Dock included.
Can I also show you, iRobot thinks of everything. What don't we like about changing out a garbage or a vacuum bag? That poof of dust that gets everywhere, and then you have to go vacuum. This is where the vacuum is going to, or the dustbin is, the bag is. When I pull it out like this, it automatically closes the hole, so you're never touching the dust. You're never touching the mess. There's no poof that you have to go and clean. It takes care of it for you. I love that they thought, like, what don't we like? Let's change it. You're gonna be able to do that every single time. And like I told you, I usually get close to about 3.5 months. The mess that you get is we say 60 days of clean. So if you've got a lot of dogs, if you've got a lot of cats,
right,
then it might be, it's 60 days of clean is what you can
This is
count
so
on.
exciting, you guys. Just as a personal side note, take a look at all the different things you're gonna love about this. Not only the areas of your home, this with that 3-stage and 4-stage, or 3 modes of different cleaning, and the fact that this gives you 4 levels of suction power. That's another upgrade since previous models over the years. True story. I pulled my hamstring yesterday, so I am in this place of like, okay, this is now even a better friend because I'm a little bit, I'm a little, I'm hurting. So I'm not going to be bending over, and this is definitely something, if you're anyways restricted, this is such a treat. If you're just tired of vacuuming, like I thought my grandparents must have been 20 years ago, this is such a treat. You deserve this kind of attention, especially when it's so affordable. I get if it's a $400 purchase, it's like, ooh, do I really want to indulge? This is half that price today, but only today. I can't encourage you enough to get it home. Give it a month try. You're gonna fall in love. You'll probably name your Roomba too.
We name them all. So Ricky Bobby we have over there that you saw me start. Remember? I know, Ricky Bobby's my favorite.
Hilarious.
And then we have Rosie over here. Rosie's the #1 name that people pick because of the Jetsons. Yeah, exactly like what you're saying. So here's what I want to show you though. Remember how I said we don't map your home, we map your clean? If you are a naysayer like I was and you're like, did it really get all of that clean? Ricky Bobby here, we ran it earlier today, and then it's going to show you that in the history. Look at every square inch. That's where that little angle is. That's where the base is. It cleaned everything. So at my home, I can see right where my kitchen island is.
That is really cool.
Isn't that amazing?
It gives you like a check-in. This is what I cleaned for you today. And it never charges you again. It never asks for a tip.
No, no tips. You don't have to worry. Did you hear that little jingle?
Yes, what happened?
That meant she went, or he, equal opportunity cleaning here, and it's done cleaning. It will send itself home, no hide and seek. What we're seeing here, this one's just finished, so I'm gonna turn it off so you can see it again, because I want you to see the cliff detect sensor. Remember, 20 years ago we said, this is a great supplemental vacuum. Now, this is the only vacuum you need, and you never have to worry if it's upstairs, if there's a landing, if there's a drop-off of it ever falling off, because we have 4 cliff detect sensors there. So 20 years ago, we didn't have that.
I know.
Right?
I remember.
Did you know that the very first place iRobot was ever sold, the very first robot was right here at HN?
I had a feeling that was the case. I remember so well just thinking, oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting for. and here it is 20 years later and being such a big seller for years and years. I don't know how many we've sold, various models over the years, but this I'm so excited to buy because not only is it a great price, it's the best model. It's the one that does the auto empty for you. I don't have that technology. I'm gonna tell you my I don't, but it's still, I love it to death. I love it upstairs in my bedroom, and here's why, because I have my cat. Finn is usually up there, that's where he eats, and that's where he has his little potty. Well, kitty litter is everywhere.
Oh my gosh,
so
it scatters.
It everywhere, and I've got like tile floor, so you feel it on every little step you take.
Yes.
I love it up there. And then I see all the dust that is collecting in the bedroom because I don't know where they come from. But there they are, the dust balls.
Under the bunny. And then when's the last time you really can vacuum under your bed?
Well, I do all the time with this, and that's where Lucy likes to sleep, my puppy, and that's where all her pet hair lays.
I love, Lucy is her name?
Yeah.
Guess what? This one's Lucy. This robot's here. And here's what I want to show you too, a couple different things. Proof is in the pudding, right? If it's not going to clean, it's not worth it. I want to show you. This carpet in front of me that's white looked clean. What were we able to get in the 5 minutes that you and I have been talking, enjoying ourselves? You're never gonna have to do this. The only reason I'm doing this is for demonstration, to show you everything that we were able to get up. This is why, just like you, Kelly, pet lovers love this.
It's the truth.
It is truly a game changer. I love that I'm showing you the fine debris because one of the reviews I absolutely loved, it was a man who runs his own home baking business, and he said at the end of the day, there's flour, sugar, salt everywhere. He sets his to go off. it cleans it automatically. And also remember, I told you, it never should be technology that's scary to you. Your robot's gonna talk to you. You see my bin here, listen.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean. So what happens when I reinstall the bin and press clean? She's
It goes
go back
to
out
town.
and clean.
She goes to town, and she doesn't vacuum like you and I do, traditionally forward and backward movements. Sometimes she does. You'll be like, what is she up to? It's the
spot
dirt
clean.
sensing.
Yes.
That's technology that is just mind-blowing to me still to this day.
That it can. So for me, Keebler, my dog, loves to hang out in one spot in the rug, and that's where all of her hair is.
Yeah.
So you can actually set it there, hit the little button that's on the top. It's this little one with the circle, and it's gonna go out in a spiral, staying in that area to get all of the mess there.
This is so awesome. I know I've seen Roombas that are a different knockoff brand at a little bit less money, but you know what? That's what the problem is. They're a knockoff brand. This is iRobot. This is the originator. They are a robotic company that make robots in vacuums, and that's what you're seeing go to town right now. I do want to let you know we are busy on this. That QR code is really, really important to use today if you want to grab this, because we have so many people on the phones ordering. To that point, we've got about 1,000 of these available for the day, and that's it. We started with 1,500. I'm just letting you know how fast these are moving right now. And knowing they're 50% off for today only, this price expires today. I don't even know if it expires tonight at midnight or after my show, but I just know you're saving a lot of money. It's a $400 bundle that you're getting at $199. Free shipping. Flex pay, like I said, $40 on any major credit card. If you have an HSN card, $33.33. It's yours. Maybe, just maybe, it's a wedding present or a housewarming present. Or maybe like me, maybe it's time to give your mom and dad or your grandma and grandpa a break after all the years of, I mean, it's backbreaking labor to vacuum sometimes.
It is.
Not anymore, though.
And I know my uncles and my mom got one for my grandma, too. It used to be where you'd have to go together to be able to afford it. Now this is less than it would be to get a cleaner once. What I want to show you here is you heard a little jingle. She realizes that it's cleaned everywhere. It's sending itself home. You're going to see the magic of this unit. It's my absolute favorite thing I've ever had with iRobot. It's backing in. It's docked. Listen. It's cleaning itself. It's like having a dog that goes for a walk by itself and picks up after itself.
And feeds itself.
And feeds itself. Because it charges, you're right, because it charges itself. It is outstanding. And it's going to do that every single time. Now, if this was a bigger area, guess what Lucy would do? Lucy would go out, find out where it left off, and continue to clean.
How remarkable is that? I mean, this is technology, I think, at its finest. It's remarkable to know that you're going to have a really clean floor. I think the Roomba does a better job on my floors upstairs for sure than I do. Like I said, I have one downstairs up by the kitchen because I'm a messy cook, and I don't want to have to pull out the vacuum every time I need to pick up the crumbs and the leftovers and all the stuff. This is just about reality. And I love, love, love the fact it goes under furniture. Under beds, under tables, under sofas.
3.5 inches, that's all you need. So you know what I had to do in my bed before? I have a California King.
Yeah.
And so I would have to sweep out from the middle of it, because no upright's gonna go there, and then vacuum it up from there.
Oh, please.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Say goodbye to those days forever.
It was.
No wonder you call it life-changing.
So I could get lost in all of the bells and whistles, but at the end of the day, it truly is an emotional story of what you're gonna do with your time back. Is it gonna be hanging out with friends, working out, crafting, binge watching TV? Maybe you just want to sleep.
Taking a bath, take a nap, go to work, go on vacation, come home. You can program it to have the house clean when you get back. Let's talk quickly about that. You don't have to use the app.
You do not have to use
the
the app.
manual mode, but let's go through it.
Here's my favorite thing. I'm going to tell you a story about mine. You're seeing it go in those clean rows, but as we're doing that, that app is free, super simple. It just walks you through it, and then you can schedule your clean up to once a day, 7 days a week, and that means it's going to automatically go and clean. And so, but it also on that app, you can control the 4 modes of suction that we have right there. And you can also control if you want to vacuum. Maybe you're having some friends over and it wasn't a day you had scheduled from your office, or for me, we live here in Florida, I was up in North Carolina, had somebody watching my dogs. I wanted to come home to clean floors. So from up in North Carolina, I hit vacuum everywhere. And Thelma, because I have Thelma and Louise, I'm lucky to have two. It went everywhere, and it cleaned everywhere. I came home to crystal clear floors. It was all
There's
clean.
nothing better than clean floors. Like I said, that's most of the reason if you wanted to ever have a housekeeper is clean my floors.
Exactly.
Because it's always inevitable that it's gonna be dirty, whether it's, and here's the other thing, it goes from carpets to hard floors to different surfaces. It goes over rugs to a soft or hard surface. You don't have to worry about any of that. And if you do have multiple levels in your home, AKA staircases, it's got cliff sensing technology. So it won't go tumbling down the stairs. It will stay upstairs, mine does. I know this from personal experience from many years of owning my Roombas. And it is like spick and span. It's like the dust is gone. I've got hard floors upstairs, and I mean to tell you, just not stepping across that kitty litter to get into my shower. That's where my Finn loves to.
We call this barefoot technology, meaning you can walk on your floors barefoot. And you are not gonna feel the dirt. You're not gonna feel that layer of dust. It's going to be spick and span every single time, as many times as you either wanna program it or hit that button that says clean. It never talks back to me like my daughters. It never says, no, I'm tired. It's always ready to clean and take the chores of floors off my list for good, because it cleans itself.
We have several hundred people on the phones ordering. It's one of those things, I know it's fascinating. You sit and watch and you're like, what in the heck, how does it do that? But I really encourage you, why not treat yourself today when it's half price? I get not spending $400, but how about $2? And how about no charge to ship? And how about a month? If you decide against it, send it back. All your money will be refunded. If you use a flex pay or not, this is the one with that AutoEmpty Dock included. No extra charge here. I'm really excited for all of you. Honestly, I really am. I think we've dropped below 1,000 total available. Watch this. One more time down here if we can, guys. This one down here is going home to the garage.
Ready?
He's going to empty his load.
Wait.
And then he's recharging.
See, listens to you better than your kids do.
Well,